Well, it's Mojo Hiker and Missteps a lot. We are Washington County. We're the Trace portion, Trace 3 is what it's, the map shows us as, of the the Ozark Trail, and we're at the near the Highway A, the Highway A trailhead. Well, we just got started here about a quarter of a mile, and we've hit our first obstacle, and that's the Ottery Creek. It's gushing through here. It's a beautiful creek, perfectly clear, but I don't see any fallen trees or anything to try to get across. So we're going to search around just a little bit. If not, we're going for a April 2nd swim, which means it's going to be really cold to get across this water. About 100 yards each direction, and have not found any crossable places. Usually you'll find a tree knocked over, you straddle the tree and get across. But we're just going to go through it. It's not that it's a big deal. It's just that it's going to be cold. That water's going to be, man, I mean, just coming off these mountains in early spring, it's going to be 40 degree water, but we're ready to go for it. You want to go for this? Yeah. All right, I'm going to make it across, and then I'm going to make a video of you shooting, going for it. So, no, I'll just, because you'll be to my back. So I'm off and running. Oh, I'm going to roll up my pants. And don't worry about what rocks you're stepping on.
All right.
Now I can't get you. All right. The creek bottom's that way. It's all flat, and then starts this mountainside here. The mountain just goes way up there. You can't see well here, obviously, but it goes way up there. So they got a switchbacking up here. Hopefully I'll have a nice example of what a switchback is. Oh, I gotta show one more thing. Here we are again above the Ottery, but there's the Bell Mountain above it. This won't really depict the range, the size of it, but it's a really amazing scape. That's like about elevation 1,500 foot at the peak, which the highest mountain is about, in Missouri, is like 1,700. So, it's a substantial elevation. It just rolls from one mountain to another. Switchback, just want to show you. We walk along this way. What it is, a switchback is a way of zigzagging up. Another name for a zigzag. So, hold on. All right. I just want to show them here while you take your rest or your break. Then you turn, you zig. It'll zig us back and forth like this. Up this hill. But sure as beat going straight up it. So, hats off to the architects or engineers of this trail and volunteers who help dig it up. So anyway, we're walking along, and just want to show you the sinkhole. Sinkholes does not look like it's where like a miner dug to get a little ore, lead or anything. This looks like a real legitimate sinkhole here because there's no buildup of dirt. It's this little thing with no water in it. It's just rained recently, so there's no puddle there, which means it's dropping down into the earth, and that's why we've got so many of those streams everywhere in these mountains. Every time you go down into a ravine, it's not only a ravine but a gushing creek, it seems. And I understand that close by here, according to the map, there's I think it's next creek we come upon is it's something Cave Creek. So probably that has a lot to do with that cave, is that sinkhole. So if we see the cave, we'll point it out. I think it's off to the side where we won't see it though. Heading along the Trace 3, section 3 of the Trace, Ozark Mountain, or Ozark Trail. But anyway, we're just walking along, and we spotted this spring. Pretty cool, because it comes out of the water, and then if it's just a real fresh spring, you'll see watercress. And the watercress is this great, healthy plant to eat. And I'll show it to you. Just right here, there's nothing, right? Then all of a sudden you've got this. And all that leafy, lettucey, doesn't really taste like lettuce, but it's that watercress just everywhere. Man, yeah, I got some bags too for grabbing some scissors and bag. Look at it all, man. It just so anyway, you see this water here. Well, I can see fish in here, so it must be pretty level. And then the fish come up from way down there in another creek and come all the way up here to have their offsprings. We're seeing minnows in here, and obviously the minnows could have only come from down that way. Not, you know, they're not coming from out of the water, out of the ground. So anyway, let's get ourselves a salad. Sound good?
Good.
All right. So first we'll have Miss Steps-a-lot demonstrate how she's the expert pretty much at this, at the watercress. This is probably, I'll hold this for now. This is the best batch we found, in that it's so green and there's no like dead leaves from last year or anything. It's all this year's growth. And this tastes, I'm not a huge fan of the taste of it. It's okay. They say it tastes kind of like broccoli and kind of like cauliflower because it's from that.
I think it tastes like radishes.
Yeah, she thinks it tastes like radishes. So do I. Kind of radishes, kind of a black pepper flavor to it too. But they say it's an amazing health food. It's like more healthy than spinach and got more antioxidants than, oh, say a.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge chunk.
Yeah, cut some of that off, then put those roots back to reproduce well. But anyway, more antioxidants than even red grapes. It's like nature's, nowadays today's topic would be a superfood, so it's a superfood. So anyway, we'll pick some of that. I'm just noticing these little ferns here. Just really cool things are growing in this area and this bottomland. This is in between Highway A and Highway 32. There's like I say, there's supposedly a cave around here somewhere. We haven't come across it yet, and we probably won't, but I'll look a little bit for a side path or something like that, and if we see a side path, we'll walk down it to see if it leads us to a cave. But basically, there's a cave right under there. There's a cave. We know that takes one direction or another. One of those hillsides. So it's just fun to find neat things. Here's some. Whoa! Nothing. Just wind smacking something around, I guess. At that like campsite there. Just the wind blowing something, I guess. Smacking going around. Right up here is kind of weird. Almost looks like a campsite up here, but the smacking sound like metal or rug, like somebody's flopping around their rug to clean it out, or metal slapping against metal or something.
I think he got it on tape. I think he was taping it.
Yeah, it was right at this campsite here. This is strange, man. It's just right here. Right in here we heard smacking, and it could have been maybe an animal or something came running out of that thing there. I don't know, but it was startling. As you know, something like that. It was grab that stick over there. Well, she goes right for it, doesn't she? Yeah, it's something like that. Put the lid back on it just for the heck of it. That's I don't know what that's for, just for campers' use. I guess I know. Alright, so anyway, here's another creek gushing through here. I guess that's where the fish come from, as they come up from this, go up that side spring into our...
Daisies in here.
Oh, she sees daisies.
All of them.
All right, well, let's make sure we get them on the camera. We've done this before. We're talking about her daisies, and then we don't see them on the camera because they blend in so well.
In one spot.
Yeah, this is the most she's seen in one spot, she says, because you know, I mean, it's a new season now, so they're just coming up like crazy all of a sudden today, almost. So pretty cool. And here's a really clear creek that probably just starts a mile or two that way, you know. And oh, here's another kind of rock. We see those quartz rocks that are really cool in this part of the Missouri. So anyway, just walking across here. Hold on. And wiped out pretty good. I knew this log wasn't the most sturdy, but it spun real good and just got me pretty wet. Let's see what happens when Miss steps the right way. Oh no!
I didn't even make it as far as you.
Oh, she's not going to take it. She's just going to be smart about it. Okay. All right. Yes, we are the true hikers.
It's a wet day.
It's a wet day. We are not worrying about staying dry. I still don't know what that thing was. And it was loud, man. Clanging around. It's super windy today. They say 30-mile per hour gusts, so it could have easily been that. But it could have easily not been. It could have been an animal in there, or, you know, anything. So we get a little bit of a logging road we turn onto here, and then we're going to go off the logging road and head up. This is such a pretty day.